Stop! Snap out of it!
Pick up!
Stop!
Son!
Dad! No!
Animated movies have a way of tugging at our heartstrings, and one of the most effective ways they do this is by making us fall in love with the characters, only to tearfully say goodbye to them. These moments are very emotional for the audience of all ages, making us cry and sometimes even question the harsh realities of life. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 most impactful animated character deaths. Number 10, the Iron Giant, from The Iron Giant. Idolizing Superman and wanting to be known as a hero instead of the defensive terminating machine, he gets his chance to be a hero during the climax as he sacrifices himself to save the town of Rockwell from a nuclear missile.
You stay. I go.
As the giant explodes in a huge blaze, the viewers are left to grapple with the broken heart of his friend Hogarth. Number 9, Coraline's other father, from Coraline. Coraline is a beautiful and imaginative piece of cinematic artistry. The film excels at creating a mood through visual storytelling and maintaining a consistent tone.
We've been waiting for you, Coraline.
Where parents are always fun.
I love your garden!
The famous screenwriting adage of show don't tell is perfectly used here.
Is that any way to talk to your mother? You aren't my mother. Apologize at once, Coraline.
The dramatic stakes are relatable, except for the death of the other father. He meets his end after destroying the bridge to the fantastic garden, and accidentally slips through the opening he created and falls into the water, drowning briefly before turning gray and lifeless. The entire garden also withers and dies, marking the end of the other father's sinister world. Number 8, Stoic the Vast, from How to Train Your Dragon 2. How to Train Your Dragon was a revolutionary film from DreamWorks Animation, so the sequel had to be even more world-changing. This darker, more mature take on this universe meant that the stakes needed to be raised, and with the death of Stoic, they definitely were. Although it falls under a similar category as the Disney parental deaths, the execution of the death sequence and the events leading up to it heighten the impact of everything that follows. Stoic finally accepted his son and was reunited with his wife, only to have it all stripped away from him. Although it is a heroic end, one where he saves his own son from the boy's own mind-controlled dragon, it's an end nonetheless.
Pick up!
Stop!
Son!
Dad! No!
Number 7, Kerchak from Tarzan. The Walt Disney Company is known for being the most family-friendly brand. The House of Mouse wants to be forever known as the people who make dreams come true and provide entertainment parents know is appropriate for their kids. However, that doesn't mean their films don't tiptoe on the line of dark imagery from time to time. Case in point, Kerchak's demise in Tarzan. After feeling betrayed by Tarzan for bringing Clayton and his family to their abode, Kerchak found himself ambushed by Clayton and his men. While Tarzan came to join him to fight the poachers off, it wasn't enough to save Kerchak from the gunshot from Clayton, which fatally wounded him. With his final breath, he seeks forgiveness from Tarzan for not accepting him as family sooner. With that, Kerchak succumbs to his wound, and Tarzan and the troop mourn his loss. This was followed by a rainstorm, as if nature was showing her own sadness at Kerchak's death as well. Number 6, Tadashi Hamada from Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 brought the superhero genre to the world of Disney animation, bringing Marvel's comic book team to life. Like Moana and many animated films before it, this film needed the tragic death of a friend or family member to inspire the heroes to achieve their destiny. Tadashi, the older brother of protagonist Hiro, tragically dies trying to save his teacher in a fire.
Tadashi, no!
Callahan's in there. Someone has to help.
The loss hurts even more later in the film, when videos of Baymax prototype trials are discovered by Hiro. The spirit of Tadashi lives on through Baymax. Number 5, Ellie Fredrickson from Up. Up delicately tells the story of Carl Fredricksen's pursuit to live in adventure, a dream he never fulfilled with his wife, Ellie. The film's most heartbreaking moment comes in its opening 10 minutes, where we see the duo's life as a couple in a montage, only to end with Ellie passing. It's devastatingly poetic. Number 4, Ray from The Princess and the Frog. Disney films have a habit of using character deaths to propel the main character's journey to heroism. Mufasa, Bambi's mother, and some others all die to give the protagonist of the movie something to overcome. It's cruel, but it works as a convention. And it's not like we see any of them actually die on screen. However, Disney's reluctance to show on-screen death changed with The Princess and the Frog, when Firefly Ray tells Tiana that Naveen loves her, rescues the real Naveen, and steals the charm that disguises Lawrence as the fake Naveen.
Baby, I like that very much. Angeline like that too.
He's basically on the path to being the film's real hero, but just as he vows to hold off the demons so Tiana can escape, Facilier reminds everyone how fragile life is by stomping on him. It's a fairly unnecessary death, but its impact is devastatingly effective, and it's easily one of the most successful tear-jerking moments in Disney history. Number 3, Littlefoot's mother from The Land Before Time. In 1988, renowned animator Don Bluth built on the success of The Secret of NIMH and An American Tale to bring The Land Before Time to the big screen. While the movie centered on a group of young dinosaurs with names like Littlefoot and Ducky, Bluth brought some of his signature darkness to the picture as well. As if a frightening, red-eyed Tyrannosaurus Rex wasn't enough to scare kids, they also get to confront the realities of mortality during a heart-wrenching scene between Littlefoot and his mother. Surrounded by lightning and rain, the young Longneck and his mother have a last moment together, where Littlefoot struggles to understand that his mother will soon pass.
Sure I can, Littlefoot. Yes, you can. Get up.
"I'll be with you," his mother says, "even if you can't see me."
I'll be with you. Even if you can't see me.
Number 2, Bambi's mother from Bambi. This is one of the most iconic deaths in animated movies. For your grandparents' generation, this was the defining death in all of animated cinema. Leave it to Walt Disney himself to take a delightful little story about woodland creatures and throw one of the most iconically sad moments in film history into the mix. It comes out of nowhere. It is harrowing. It's not like the demise of Bambi's mother comes at the beginning or the end of the film either. It's smack dab in the middle of the movie. After being introduced to the world of Bambi, Thumper, and friends, audiences are treated to a scene of a hunter slaying Bambi's mom in the winter. At first, Bambi keeps running to safety, not knowing his mother has been shot. His shouts of "Mother" are forever etched into our brains. The icy flakes that drop around him are an obvious metaphor for the crippling loneliness the young buck feels. Number 1, Mufasa from The Lion King. This isn't your average off-screen Disney death. The demise of Mufasa is burned into the brains of every kid who saw The Lion King in the 1990s. For starters, we have the kinetic wild beast stampede that threatens the life of Simba. Then we have the dramatic visage of Mufasa attempting to climb to safety after saving his son. And finally, we have the dual images of Mufasa falling to his demise as Simba watches from afar, screaming. Do we technically see Mufasa die on screen? No, but we don't need to. The audience feels the weight and tragedy of this moment all the same.
Long live the king.
Well, that's all for this video, guys. Which of these character deaths do you find the most impactful? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to click on subscribe, smash that like button, and hit the notification bell for more awesome content on your favorite animated films.